Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.
What up, party people? It's your boy Rodney Perry. Let me tell you something. Them last 5 seconds of nothingness steams my balls. I got to trim that video down 5 seconds. And we can use them 5 seconds at the end of the show sometime. What's up, y'all? My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Welcome. It is Wednesday. Cut my mustache off last night. My kids said I look like Homer Simpson. But I got to let y'all get used to it. This is the only way to freeze your age as a black man. Think about it. Your favorite actors, no matter how old they are, if they don't wear facial hair, you can't really get a bead on how old they are. Now you can do what Akatunde do, dye your hair and cut it and wear a wig, or you can go, man, I quit. And I quit. I can't do it no more. This weekend, I'll be at Virginia Beach. Matter of fact, let's go through the whole schedule, man. We got dates coming up. I'm Rich Tour. Virginia Beach, July 22nd and 23rd, 4 shows. The DC Comedy Loft, August 4th through 6th. Tampa, Florida. I haven't seen you guys in years. I'll see you August 12th and 13th. Good nights. Thank you, Candy. Good nights. Raleigh, Durham, 19th through the 21st. Chicago Kings. This show is going to be epic. Rodney Perry, Damon Williams, Leon Rogers, Michael Collier, and the Stress Reliever. Oh my God. Cannot wait to go home. We all Chicago boys. It's going to be crazy. Just added a date yesterday. I'll be going to Colorado the day before that, the 3rd, September 3rd. It's going to be crazy. My Atlanta folks, get ready. Atlanta Comedy Theater, September 16th and 17th, 4 shows. My birthday weekend. Come celebrate your boy's birthday with him. Look at this. My daughter just came in and got me some breakfast. Oh my God, we about to do it today. My mind is going to be clicking. And then, Shreveport, Louisiana. It goes down September 23rd and 24th. More dates coming. Let me tell y'all something. Let's get this show cracking. One of my co-hosts has just arrived, getting her camera together. She's leaning down. She stays fly. Can I say that? She stays freaking fly. Morning, noon, evening, night. Fabulous comedian. Welcome to the show, Miss Carmen Barton. What's Carmen? Candy. Carmen.
Can you hear me?
I hear you. How are you?
I'm good. Let me see. I'm good. Thank you for having me.
It's an absolute honor to see your face. She stays fly. She's from the Lou and she proud.
Yes, I am.
You know how you know when you fly because your chair look like a queen. How are you, sis?
I'm doing good. I'm having an amazing week. And it's hump day, so I'm ready for the weekend.
It is hump day. Now, is this a robe you're wearing? What is this?
This is a robe. This is a robe.
I like it.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
let me
This is
ask you
my
this, Carmen,
favorite piece.
because I don't think I ever asked you this. Did you have aspirations to be a model?
No, I don't think it was an aspiration of mine. I always just love to take pictures all the time and dress up. So I don't know if it was an aspiration, but I think it's all, you got to have that triple threat in Hollywood. You got to be able to do more than just one thing. And so that's something that just came naturally to me. So I have done a lot more modeling lately in the last couple of years than I've done in my whole life.
Riley, really? I mean, how interesting is that? You're a grown woman, and to be, getting opportunities to wear these fabulous clothes, take these great pictures. Like, how is that?
Well, my first actual paid modeling gig, it was for Maven Hair. So it was a hair shoot, and they made me this wig. I had never really worn a wig, and I just it was it wasn't the best experience. I mean, I went in and I killed it, but they had me with all this hair, and it was itching, and it was. I was like, I just kept repeating how much they was paying me to myself every 5 minutes. Like, just put this wig on and let's go. You getting that money. So it ended up working out. But yeah, it was good. I more recently got to model for my favorite boutique, top black-owned boutique in LA, Filthy Rags. And so that was a much better experience. I felt more comfortable. Everything.
How does that work? Do you pitch yourself to them, or do they pitch themselves to you?
I had an agency that they got me the modeling gig for Maven Hair, and for the Filthy Rags modeling gig, I actually got that one. They wanted me. They came to me and they wanted me to be one of the faces of their new brand.
Nice. I love it, man. You are Black Girl Magic. You're always touring, always slinging these jokes. What's your pet peeve about the comedy game right now?
Oh my goodness. Let me see, how do I narrow it down? This is so funny. I was just thinking about this last night. I think that the comedy game has always been oversaturated. And so I think that one of my pet peeves would just be that I don't think that the art of comedy is being represented, because anybody can be a comedian now. And so it's just being taken so far. We got some really amazing internet comedians that do an amazing job. It's a different type of comedy, and I ain't mad at nobody. But you go to a comedy club and you see acts that are booked that are not doing comedy, and so I think that has to be one of my pet peeves.
Right. Are you back on the road? I mean, the country is back open. I was about to say, are you open? Well, that ain't a good question.
Well, I feel like I'm open. The thing about it is I work with legendary comedian Arnez J. And, March, the third week of March, when everything hit, we were booked in Columbia, South Carolina. And it's so ironic because we're going back there for the first time since COVID. And so we didn't know whether to go or not. All these shows were being canceled across the country, but his show wasn't canceled. We went, and it was that weekend where they were closing stuff, but some of the stuff was still open, and he still was sold out. And That was March. And we started back touring again in July, the end of July. So we've never been off.
So y'all wasn't off like that.
Yeah, we've never been off. He was just booked in different parts of the country, and whatever part of the country was open, is where he was booked. And it did slow down. I'm not gonna say it didn't slow. It slowed down. It wasn't that back. It wasn't every week back to back, and now it's back to every week back to back. And I'm just missing the COVID days.
Yo, hey, talk to me about this, Carmen. Like when you do open for a big comic, well, how do I put this? You open for a big comic, and he's like super physical. Do you have to be a polar opposite?
No, you don't be polar opposite. I think one of the reasons why Arnez and I have worked together for so long is because, we have an amazing chemistry together on stage. Not together on stage, but the shows, they balance themselves
It's
out.
complete, yeah.
Yeah, they balance themselves out. You get a lot of comedians who want a female comic, on the road with him. And he is one of those comedians that he likes to use female comics to give, the show a balance. And so, it just works. I'm not nearly as physical as he is. He isn't nearly as physical as he used to be. We have some of the same subject matter that we talk about, but a lot of it is really, really different. I think one thing about me that makes me work really well with Arnez is that I have a very original act. I talk about myself. And that's what I always try to encourage young comedians to do, to stand out from the crowd, is to do your personal life, because nobody has your life. Even if somebody wants to steal a joke, they're not going to have the passion behind it because you lived through it. So, my act is original. So I have a very unique life. You got a lot of comedians, a lot of female comedians to talk about their children, but they're not going to have the same experiences with their children that you had with your children. And so I think that's one of the things that has kept us going for so long together.
Got it. I mean, I hear you on that too, because like a lot of my peers, we the same age, but they just having kids.
Yeah.
My kid's grown.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? I got one of my boys, we call him Grandpa Daddy, because he married a 30-year-old woman and he just had a baby.
Oh my goodness.
Can you imagine?
I think that's another thing about me. I had my kids so young to where, now I still probably 70% of my act is still my kids, because you have, the material changes. You know what I'm saying?
It's a new chapter. It's a new chapter of
what
them.
you're going through with your children is changing. So my children.
Have they ever pushed back? Have they ever said, "Mama"?
Oh, no. I think the most offensive thing that any of my children have ever said or insinuated about my comedy act is that I owe them something for talking about them on stage. If you don't get out of here.
Right. Yeah, as long as you keep eating them cereals up in there, you good.
Yeah. They love to hear me talk about them, especially my daughter. My daughter says that her favorite jokes is always material about her. And I got material about her going to jail, and she loves to hear it. She loves to hear about herself.
I love it. I got a cousin, right? He's gay, and I go to Chicago. He told him like, you know what? I ain't gonna do that joke tonight. Nigga pulled up on me between shows, Carmen. He was like, "Where's my joke?"
Okay, exactly.
Where's my joke? He was so upset.
Yes.
Shouts out to my cousin Tony. Tony was like, "Do my joke." I was
yes,
like, wow,
they want to hear it. My son's girlfriend, I probably talk the worst about her than any of my children. I got this material about my son's girlfriend about how much I hate her and I want to fight her and how ugly she is and I hope she don't get pregnant and all of this. And when she come, I put 10 on 2. I really do them. I love her.
Carmen, do you not like the girl?
I mean, now we good, but there once was a time where I didn't, so they've been together. My son and his girlfriend. My oldest son is 27. So him and his girlfriend have been together, since high school, so it's been around 10
wow, that's
years.
a long time.
Yeah. longer than any of my relationships ever lasted. But
you stupid. All right, let's
so,
do this. Let's take a little break. My name is Rodney Perry. You tune in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-host for today, Miss Carmen Barton. Carmen, I want to talk about something real. We come back, and I know you've been through some real life trauma. I want to know how you're doing, and how do you move forward.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna take a break. My name is Rodney Perry. You tune in to Rodney Perry Live.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
We are back in full effect. It's your boy Rodney Perry. My co-host, Miss Carmen Barton, fabulous comedian. We have taken some losses in the comedy business. Yours more personal than most. You kind of love your life. Y'all living, and everything is going great, and then we lose him. Talk to me about how you got through that, man.
Well, I don't feel like I've gotten through it.
Wow.
The loss is still very much relevant in my life. It hasn't even been a year yet. So I'm just taking it, moment by moment. It's not even a day by day process. It's moment by moment.
Man, I mean, we lost my mom. I can only imagine, especially when you share a domicile with a person, their essence is everywhere. I tell my wife, if I ever go, you gonna have to leave here. Because I done rub my little self all over this house. So I imagine that's pretty difficult. But now you're back to work. I see your smile, and so I'm just so happy for you, man.
Yeah, I'm doing. Things are much different than in the beginning. But I just got to give all the credit to God, for helping instill in me the ability to fight. I think one of the major contributors to me pressing forward has to be that shortly after I lost my husband, I was introduced to an organization called Soaring Spirits, and it's something for widows and widowers. And I think it must have been maybe 3 months after my husband's death where I went to widow camp, and it's a camp that you go to, a weekend long camp that you go to, and it's just like any other camp that you can think of. People send their kids to fat camp and stuff like that. And it's just a weekend filled, with seminars and so many tools that I think that have been essential in me moving forward. So I give a lot of credit to them, but it's really just God. In the beginning, I couldn't even function on a day-to-day basis. And so now, like you said, I'm back at work, I'm living life, and just realizing mainly that, I didn't die. I lost my husband, but I'm very much still alive. And I have people that love on me and are depending on me. And I don't want anyone else to, go through the feeling that I'm going through, because people underestimate how impactful grief can be. But, heartache really, really can't kill you, you know.
Yes.
So, and I think that in the beginning I was really going down that path. You know, I had instances where I had to go to the emergency rooms. I was having these chest pains, and I was thinking that it was just grief, but there's something called heartbreak syndrome, and it's when
Wow.
you it really does begin to affect your body, and you have heart complications due to grief and a traumatic experience. It was just so traumatic because it was literally a fine one day, gone the next situation. So I'm just grateful that I have been surrounded by the love and support that I need to continue going on. And I'm realizing more and more every day that this journey that I'm going through is not by coincidence. And so I've used my pain and the things that I go through to help other people. And that's always been my purpose in life, through my comedy and other things, is to, make people feel better about what they're going through by listening to what you're going through. And so I definitely feel like that I was chosen by God to have this experience and to help others.
Well, I know. After my stroke and we lost my mom, I wrote a book, and that was very cathartic for me. As I wrote the book, as I told those stories, it allowed me to remember the good times,
Mm-hmm.
and that has been the saving grace. But I'll be honest, Carmen, and I try to be a comedian and talk about it, but I'm
Mm-hmm.
on stage in Jackson, Mississippi, and
Mm-hmm.
broke all the way down.
Mm-hmm.
you know,
Yeah.
and I was like, yo, man, I didn't even see it coming. But I will say I sold more books that night. I was up there book like, yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, it's very important that I keep myself together because I have a job to do
Yeah.
as an opening act. I'm not, it's not my show. I'm not headlining. I don't have the time that I need to bring the audience back, because
Got
you
it.
can,
True.
you talented enough, you can bring the audience back from anything, but one thing that you need is you need time. So I don't have enough time to break down and do my job and bring Inez up. So I'm in therapy. I receive a lot of therapy, and so that's something that I went through that helped me be able to have a little control over the grieving process and when I grieve. And part of mostly what my therapist had me doing in those initial months where the death was so new was I took out time to grieve every day. A
Oh
lot of
wow.
people they hold it in. They hold it in. They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to think about it, and then they much more vulnerable. And then when you have a an episode of grief, because my episodes of grief, I wouldn't be able to to just be on stage. It was more like a panic attack where I would be like uncontrollably, like I missed a flight one time. I fell out at the airport. It's like you outside yourself. And so I'm glad that I went through therapy and I learned different techniques on how to have a reasonable amount of control over the grief, so it just doesn't sneak up on you. And thank
Yeah.
goodness too that I'm a very seasoned comedian, so I know if I feel something coming, that's not, I have to stay away from that particular subject. So I don't go into detail about my husband's death on stage or off stage. And so I think that that definitely contributes to me being able to get through my set without breaking down.
I mean, so amazing, man. Thank you for sharing your story. Because
Mm-hmm.
what I think all the time is we don't know what people are going through, man. We just lost a young man, Jack Knight, 28 years old, a young comedian. Obviously felt like he couldn't go another day, and he took his own life. And I'm like, oh my God, man! If I could have talked to this man for 5 minutes and shared either your story or my story, and let him know that it's not over.
Yeah.
And so I'm really saddened by that. And to hear you talk about mental health, from a first-hand perspective, you don't get that. So thank you for sharing. Now let's go back to comedy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Big time comedian says, y'all stop messing with Netflix because they ain't giving me my money.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did she do that, she took their ass to court.
Mm-hmm.
But did you know that Monique just got a Netflix deal?
I heard that.
I just found out this morning. I was reading the magazine. Candy, can you play that video? Let's go big with it. Am I tripping? I can't hear it.
If I hadn't had my glasses on, I might would have seen what she was talking about, but I couldn't see nothing, baby.
I couldn't say. I can't read it either.
On the nightstand.
Candy, can you play that when we can hear it? We couldn't hear it. Let's try it one more time. Up next, we got Team Mo Fitness gonna pop in here. Tells us we need to go get our fitness together. I don't know what's happening, Candy. We just watched this shit. All right. Long and the short of it is Monique is back. She's got 2 projects over there: a drama with Lee Daniels, because you know they made up, and also a comedy special coming down the pipe. The amount is undisclosed, but we know it's at least more than $500,000.
Mm-hmm.
And how about this? They do the Netflix thing in LA with all the Netflix is a joke. Mm-hmm. Is it me or is it more black folks on Netflix now?
Yeah, I think I can even reference the Oscars a few years ago. Remember that year when Jada was like boycott the Oscars and
right.
You know, everybody thought, oh, she needs to just stop, you know, this and that. But, you know, once she started speaking up, people started speaking up, black people started getting more stuff at the end of the day, you know.
Right.
And I know my way around the courtroom. You know, people try to act like you're doing too much when you go to court, you know, but there is a system in place. And I have absolutely no faith in the justice system when it comes to, you know, police brutality and things of that nature. But I do have faith in the court system for civil matters and things like that. I've won some court cases, and I know that if you, you know, take your case to court and you prove your point, you know, that little scale seems to be a little bit more equal on that end. You know, I look at a lot of different cases, you know, that have gone to court and that have, you know, been rewarding for people. You have that Cardi B case, and we all know the Johnny Depp case. And
yeah, I just read the Cardi B case, and I didn't even know about it. But you know, she won this case. And how about this, Carmen? Because you do know about the law. How do you collect? You get these, like, it's no guarantee you're gonna be able to collect.
Yeah, it just depends on how you know, aggressive you are. Yeah, you can't make a person pay, but once you get the judgment, you have so many options. I don't know how New York is. I know Cardi B's cases in New York, but in California, that's like one of the worst states to have a debt in, especially a federal debt. And so you can put a lien on a house. You can put a lien on any of their property. You can get a till tap where if they have, you know, I had a boutique. Let's just say I had a boutique and I owe somebody some money and I refuse to pay. They can get a till tap order where they can come into my boutique and take the cash out of my boutique. It's so many options that they have to collect the money in California that, they can make things, they can't make you pay, but they can make things very, very difficult for you if you do not pay. So it's definitely a whole game changer. I can remember being in California and I can remember I think I owe some money to the franchise tax board for vehicle registration.
I got a franchise tax issue right now, damn it. God damn. Go ahead.
When I tell you the franchise tax board will go in your bank account and take all your money, they don't give no damn about, they don't give a care about what you had to do.
Hey,
so
the only thing saving me is my franchise taxes in Texas, and I really don't work there. So I owe money, but it ain't a lot.
Exactly. It has to, it has to be a significant, you have to blatantly ignore. So when you blatantly ignore a judgment and you don't pay it, or if you don't make reasonable payments, or if you make a payment arrangement and you don't keep the payment arrangement, you have a lot that you can do. It's a lot, a hoop that you got to go through, but when you are emotionally invested in some money that you feel like you owed and that you got a judgment for, then there's really no limits to what you would do to collect on your debt. So
wow. Hey, y'all, this is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-host for today, Miss Carmen Barton. She's a comedian, actress, legal expert. She does it all. Let's do this. Let's take a break, Carmen. I got to bring in Team Mo Fitness, man. We've been on this fitness challenge for the last few weeks, and Team Mo Fitness is going to take us to another level today. Candy, let's take a break and let's come back with Team Mo Fitness.
SM Marketing Communications is not only a marketing communications company. They also provide web content management, social media marketing, video and audio production, advertising, not-for-profit marketing management, and community outreach and engagement. Want to learn more about SM Marketing Communications? Call area code 314-339-7662. That's 314-339-7662. That's SM Marketing Communication.
Want your book or music to be published? Skip the confusion and rejections from others. Let BePublished.org publish and promote your work for less. BePublished.org handles it all, from cover design to worldwide distribution, with high quality and fast turnaround. You even keep rights and royalties.
Everything was perfect. You made my dream come true. My book and CD look so good.
Call 972-880-8316 now. BePublished.org. 972-880-8316.
Oh my God. Candy, you threw me under the bus. You know I got Team Mo Fitness out there. I ain't supposed to be eating. Mo, come on in, man. This is crazy. Candy got me, dog.
Yo, Rodney, what's going on? What you eating, man?
Man, I'm gonna tell you what it is, Mo. My daughter cooked me some breakfast. I got a English muffin, some eggs, and a sausage.
Oh, okay. All right. You got cheese on there?
I got cheese on there.
Boy. This must be a cheese.
I know I'm wrong, Mo. Mo, I know I'm wrong. Because I got two of them.
Yeah, you in double trouble, man.
Oh, Mo, man. My Candy that threw me under the bus. I said, oh, no, Candy. That was Mo looking at the screen. Oh, man, what the heck? Man, how you doing, first of all, Mo?
Hey, man, I can't complain, man. I'm blessed, never stressed, man.
Let me tell you something, Mo. I follow you, man. You're constantly helping people, man. What is it in your being that makes you want to help folks, man? It's so powerful to me.
Well, it's the feedback that I get from other people, man, when they come up to me and they be like, you know what? I started my fitness journey with you. Now I got my brother doing it. Now I got my mother doing it. So it's just tenfold, man. It's a ripple effect. Every time you help one person, reach one, teach one, you know?
Wow, dude. The biggest thing we all gotta keep our minds on is diet. Let's talk about diet today, man. And you know, a lot of us, you know, the mental health of it is. I've been emptying my plate since I was a little boy. My mother made me do that.
Mm-hmm.
How do we break some of those generational things we got? You know, like finish your food, da da da. Like, how do we break that to be more healthy as we get older?
Yeah, that's tough because I was taught that too. Ain't no wasting no food around this house. You know what I mean? I eat everything on that plate. Well, basically, man, you just have to have that mindset to be like, you know what? I understand, you know, how I was raised in my background, but is this serving me right now in my present day life? Is this contributing to my health or is it taking away from my health? And then you got to move accordingly, man. Everything that we was taught, we was taught some good things, and then we was taught some bad things. So we got to extract the good and leave the bad, and just keep learning what's good for us.
Now, Team Mo Fitness, do black people have bigger bones than other people?
Nah, no, absolutely not,
I
man.
talked to
But we
this
do
girl the
have
other day. She said, I'm big boned. I'm like, no, your ass ain't.
no. She got regular bones with meat wrapped around them. You know what I'm saying? But what I know is that we do have a lot more muscle tone. We are generally known to have a lot more muscle tone than other people. You know, so that's the way God created us.
Good morning, Mo.
Hey, Candy, what's going on?
Candace,
Nothing much.
Candace threw me under the bus, Mo. You see it?
Hey,
Yeah,
I was
I
mid
seen it. I
sandwich.
see you was like off on the side, Duffy.
Go ahead. What you got, Candy?
I was gonna say, you know, you were talking about big bones and muscles. Like that's always been a problem, like for me, because I'm very athletically built. I have a lot of muscle tone, and so I could get on the scale and weigh more than somebody who, you know, doesn't look as fit, you know, as I do. And I try to explain to people, like, you know, you may be losing weight, but you probably are gaining muscle. So don't always just go by what you see on a scale. You got to kind of go by what your clothes are saying and how you feel too.
Exactly. I tell everybody that scale is not the best indicator of progress because, like you said, muscle is way more dense. You can have 5 pounds of muscle, it takes up this much surface area on your body. 5 pounds of fat takes up that much surface area on your body. So, the more muscle you have, the more denser you'll be, and that scale will reflect that. But, like you said, you got to go by those inches and how your clothes feel,
Yeah, for sure.
you know?
Hey, what do you lose first, or does it vary from person to person? Like I noticed for me, my face gets small first. Like
hmm
my face gets small and my neck will go down.
hmm Well, basically, yeah, that varies from person to person. Some people, it may be their face. Some people, it may be their arms. A lot has to do with genetics too in your family. We got to keep that into a context as well, because I know a lot of people they go on these social media things and they're like looking at all this information, looking at other people and what they're doing, and be like, wow, they got their stomach down quick. Maybe that could happen for me. But what if your family's not designed like that? You know what I mean? So you got to keep
Wow.
that in mind and never get down on yourself and stay in your lane.
I'm gonna
I
tell you
think
like
too,
this,
a
Team
lot
Mo
of
Fitness.
people. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think a lot of people too, like as we age, like our little brother Charlie, he's like always been pretty healthy, you know,
hmm
and he's getting older. He don't realize like you're not 22, 23 anymore.
Right.
So your body changes and you have to adapt and create better habits and new things that kind of work with your body and to keep healthy, because if you get down, your immune system could be, you know, a target. And that's
Yeah.
when all hell breaks loose, you know?
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. But I also tell people, yeah, we do change as we age, and sometimes the results are slower to come, you know. But don't use that as an excuse like, oh man, I'm too old. I might as well not even do anything. You could still get out there. You could still do your little thing. Whatever you do to create and break a little sweat every day, you go ahead and do that.
I love that. Hey, Mo, what about this, man? I was looking the other day. I got a friend. He got sick. He got skinny.
Mm-hmm.
That skinny sickness is different. Like when you get skinny from sickness, like I think fat people look healthier. No.
No.
Well, if you're comparing it to somebody who's sick, then you know you got a point there. But I know when
Carmen, come in here because they don't agree with me. Fat people look healthier than skinny people.
Well, I have to disagree because I sat next to a fat person on the plane. I didn't think he was gonna make it to the flight, to the land. Like, I don't know what fat people you looking at, but they be looking like
I mean regular fat people. I mean like Rodney, man. If I lose 10 pounds, you're gonna be like Rodney on that stuff again.
When you get used to seeing somebody with weight, see this black people have a problem with people losing weight too fast. You lose weight too quick, oh hell, baby, you got something going on with you. You know, especially all the people be like, "Well, you see how much weight she done lost."
Do you see that, Mo?
Eating healthy and working out. You know, like I lost a lot of weight for my wedding, and I lost it really fast because you know the world was shut down. Like you know, that's a shame that the world had to shut down for me to lose some weight. But you know, I was able to work out. I was able to eat healthy. I couldn't eat out and all of that, and I lost weight fast. And you know, people was concerned. They was like, "You sure?"
I was concerned.
Yeah, they was like, "You sure he the right one? Because you over here looking like you stressed out." I'm like, "No, I'm actually happier than I've ever been in my life." You know, so you lose weight too quick, people will be concerned. But I just have to disagree with that because I'm thinking about the people that I know. I got a friend, you know, she ain't like obese like you saying, but she you know, a little bit like, you know, fat. And so
yeah,
she can't even walk to the car without complaining, like, hold on, wait a minute, shit. I'm like, girl, we just you know. So yeah, so I do feel like, you know, I have to disagree with you because the fat people that I've been seeing, they look like they on their last breath. Yeah.
Wow. Mo, I mean, do you encounter that, man? People pushing back once they do get in the gym, you know, to lose weight too fast, their fear.
Yeah, yeah. Look, to Carmen's point, man. If you are known as a certain way, and people have that perception about you, if you do start dropping that weight, they're gonna look at you like you crazy. Like I said before, every time I go to my grandmother's house, she try to give me a plate because she like, hey, look, you you looking like you too, like you, but I'm in shape. You know what I'm saying? But to her, she equates everything as like being a little bit bigger, as healthier. Do you understand? Because of that generation from back then. So.
Now, Mo, you're an athlete though, right?
Yeah. I played sports all my life, man.
So you probably played maybe high school sports at a bigger size.
Well, yeah. I was at a bigger size at that particular point. You know what I mean? But then as I got older, I was like, there's no reason for me to be walking around with, you know, all this weight, all this muscle. So I started slimming down, doing more calisthenics. And as you get older, I advise people to start doing like, you know, body weight stuff and things like that, because putting all that heavy weight on your joints, that is going to take a toll on you at the end of your life.
Hey, you know what I realize about myself too, Mo, is that I go too hard day one. Like I go too hard day one in the gym. I ain't going back because I'm hurt.
Yeah,
how do we fight that? How do we combat that?
That's why you got to go in with the mindset of, I'm going to pace myself. I'm not going to go back. I'm not going to, you know, beat my body down to the point where I'm going to be sore for 4 days, because yeah, you do get demotivated. So you just go in, get you a little, especially if you are a beginner and you are just starting out, don't try to go 100 miles and running and try to take all that weight off quickly. Step by step, slowly, until you get into the groove. The most important thing is just building the habit of going to the gym or going to the place of where you're trying to work out.
Hey, Team Mo Fitness nationwide. How do people get in touch with you, Mo, man, and be a part of your fitness regimen?
Oh man, they could go to my TikTok or my Instagram, DM me as at Team Mo Fitness, and send me a DM. I also got in my bio a link tree where you could click on and you could get a free consultation with me.
Oh wow, that's dope, man. I noticed your TikTok is popping. You understand? I like the videos. You show people what they could be, and then you kind of break down how do you get to this place. I think that's awesome, dude.
I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna keep it up.
That's good. Hey, the man is Team Mo Fitness. Let me tell you something, Mo. I'm gonna finish the sounds, but tomorrow I'm out of there.
All right, no doubt, no doubt.
Hey, Carmen, you got anything for Mo before we can let him go?
I was just, I just want to know your opinion on this. I've always heard the saying, you can't outrun a bad diet. How important is the combination of eating right and working out? Can you outrun a bad diet? What's your opinion?
Well, it's 1,000% true. You cannot outwork a bad diet. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you could go in, you could do hours and hours of training. If you don't recover properly, now I'm saying recover because we have to frame our mind and look at food as recovery. You know what I'm
Fuel.
saying? Because
Yeah.
once you go in the gym, you're not really doing anything to help build your body. You're breaking your body down. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if you get out of that gym and you don't replenish that with the right amount of carbs, proteins, and fats and the right amount of calories, you're not going to see any results. So, and if you're doing too much, basically what fat is essentially is stored energy. Food is supposed to be energy, but if you take in too much, that's when the fat starts spilling over. So
Wow.
yeah, you cannot outrun that fork.
Great question. Carmen Barton getting our co-host on today. My name is Rodney Perry. You tune in to Rodney Perry Live. That man is Team Mo Fitness, man. You can go to your TikTok or the Instagram, click on the link tree and get you a free consultation. Mo is the man.
I appreciate that.
Dude, I felt so bad when that camera came up and I was eating that sandwich. Like, I was like, I can see you looking at the screen like, really, dog? Really? Is that what we doing? So
I was like, come on, Rodney.
Come on, Rod.
Bro.
I would have been like, this is fruit. I would have never admitted that it. And you admitted to the team.
He saw it, Carmen.
A little banana.
He had crumbs on his collar. Shit.
Out of control. Hey, y'all, we're going to take a break. We come back more show. Thank you, Mo, man. Appreciate it. See you next week, bro.
Thank y'all. Peace.
My man. Hey, Candy, take us a break.
What up, y'all? It's Michael Sean, and I know you want to be a podcaster. You want a successful podcast. You want to give your views and opinions, but you just don't know how to do it correctly. That's why you got to hit up ShawneeScott.com. You want to be on radio, and you want to know how to build your radio career. ShawneeScott.com. She's done all of this. I've worked alongside her for years, and I will tell you the information that she can give you is on a value level that I can't even put a price on it. All you have to do is go to ShawneeScott.com. Your future, right now. That's it. Michael Sean. Yeah.
Yeah, we are back. We are back, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rodney Perry. My co-host for today, the fabulous, lovely, and talented Miss Carmen Barton. Carmen, Candy join us as well.
I think I might have figured out that Monique clip, maybe because I wasn't actually on the screen.
So your audio.
Yeah, but let's look at this. Let's look at this real quick. For your next co-host, for your next guest coming up, let's see what
you gonna do it right now. You gonna do it right now?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see what they gotta say.
Good.
Wednesday, make sure that y'all tune in that Rodney Perry Live. She snatched me about the shower just to do this. So we're going to keep it very transparent on this whole show for y'all, everything that we're talking about, everything that we're going to be thinking about.
Look, I got something to say. We talk about everything. Holly, maybe we're looking for another girl, maybe we ain't.
We're going to keep it 100 with y'all. Like I just told you. Just fresh out the shower with y'all.
So, Carmen, that is Leanne and Charles Reed. They've been married probably 5 or 6 years, but they're a poly couple. And they went through the whole thing about adding a woman to their life. And we're going to talk to them in the next hour about being poly and about
I do not correct.
Anyway. So we had Gina G on here the other day. She was not, we had another poly couple. So is that something you would ever consider, Carmen?
No. You know, if that's, you know, if that's the lifestyle that they want and they both agree on it and they're happy, you know, I feel like you should do whatever makes you happy in your relationship. But that's not something that I would be interested in, just because that is not what my interpretation of a relationship is. But, you know, I guess they say don't knock it till you try it, but I don't think that's for me.
Candy, you said you were getting that poly life.
No, that's a hard no. That's a hard no for me.
A hard no? Don't say hard no till we talk to them today, because y'all might want to get in there.
That's not for me. I feel like for me, I'm too emotional for that kind of stuff. Like I want my own man. I don't want to share.
That's right. All right. Well, I mean, I guess, but I mean, you never know. If this life would work for some people. I can't. I won't say a hard no. I'll say a hard no if you talking about add another dude.
Of course you would.
You know,
of course.
I need to be able to see your ass at all times.
I mean, I think that maybe I'm wrong. I don't know a lot about the intricate details of that type of relationship, but I think that it's not just bedroom, you know. So I don't think that.
Of course, yeah, it's a whole lifestyle.
Yeah, you know.
And how about this? It's strength in numbers.
We
trying to do an ad.
But it depends on what we're talking about. If you're talking about the COVID numbers, that's a weakness in numbers.
No, I'm saying no, Carmen Barton. I'm saying that us three are stronger than us two or us one financially.
Well, it depends.
Yeah. Go ahead, Candace.
I was just gonna say, because one of us could be just leeching, being a bum, making things hectic.
You don't pick a person that's like that though.
But you don't know.
Exactly. You don't pick a person that's like that when you just in a one-on-one relationship. But then you get in a relationship and you realize, oh, he don't want to work, or you realize, oh, you know. So I mean, I think that you don't know what you're getting yourself into until you're into it. So
I guess. All right, we'll come back to this. That conversation ain't over. How about this? Top 10 places in America for Black people to live. What cities are on this list?
Baltimore.
Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Why you say Baltimore?
I don't know.
I would agree.
Is it on Detroit?
Don't nobody want to live in no damn Detroit.
Oh.
I know Atlanta, Houston, Dallas, you know, a couple of cities in Texas. I know one city that ain't on there, LA, and that's where I am.
Why not, Carmen?
You said what?
Why LA ain't on the list?
I don't know. I've been living in LA probably for, I guess it's been about 13, 14 years now. and it's a very diverse city. So, you know, you have a little bit of everything out here. And so I don't think that it's a lot of opportunities for working class African Americans.
Agreed.
That way, that's because when you see someone that is Black and successful in Los Angeles, they're probably in the entertainment industry. And if they are not, they probably hustling. So, you know, that's just what I've learned about living in Los Angeles. So I do both. I'm in the entertainment industry and I hustle, so I'm able to thrive.
All right, here we go. Top 10. Number 10, Dallas, Texas. Number 9, Seattle.
Really?
Seattle, Washington. And it's you know what they said, the diversity, their progressive state as far as equal rights. So Seattle is a good spot for Black people. Lansing, Michigan. Had no idea. I had no idea. Orlando, Florida, maybe because of the tax break. Orlando, Florida, that's Mickey Mouse crib. Richmond, Virginia. Richmond, Virginia. Columbus, Ohio. I would not have put this on the list at all. Of course, Atlanta, Georgia. And Raleigh, Durham. One of the fastest growing cities in America right now. I don't know if you know that or not. Virginia Beach. Hampton Roads, and number 1, Baltimore. Well,
wow.
You was number 1, Candy. Well done, man. And but
why did they say Baltimore? Did it say why?
Well, it's the population, it's the Black population mixed with the fact that it's an upwardly mobile city, and it's also probably one of the best places on the East Coast to live, and it's affordable. Baltimore. Hey, what we're gonna do now? Let's take a break, Candy, and let's come back at the top of the hour, and we'll cover that is. If you don't put the word Black in, it's a whole nother list.
Wow.
It's only one city that overlaps in both lists. And we're going to talk about that. And if you ain't Black, where do you want to live? My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Go.
Get ready for America's number 1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's number 1 funny man, Rodney.
Damn you, 5 seconds. All right, you guys. My name is Rodney Perry. Tune in to Rodney Perry Live. My co-host for today is Carmen, Barton. Candy's been chiming in. They said that they do not want to be no doggone polygamy. Okay, so be it. Here's another question, ladies. Y'all stay off screen after I say this. Do you correct your man? Do you correct your man publicly? came across a video of a young lady. She said she does not correct her man publicly for no reason. I know y'all black women, and you have to do what you had to do sometimes. But do you correct your man publicly ever? Ladies, join me.
Have I ever corrected my man publicly? Yes, I have. Should you? No, you shouldn't. It wasn't something that I did all the time, and it wasn't in a belittling or demasculating manner. But I have made the mistake of doing this in the relationship and in my marriage and relationships before that. And I'm glad that it was something that in my marriage that I was, you know, open enough to know that it was wrong and correct my behavior. My husband and I were in therapy, and we had a lot of issues resolved and addressed in therapy. And there are several reasons why you should not publicly correct your man. And I'm glad that it was nothing that I ever did often or made a habit out of. Just a couple of times that I slipped up, and kind of said something, a little, that was, corrective without really thinking about it. Like I said, thank goodness it wasn't anything big or huge, but yeah, it's not something that you should do publicly, because you could always pull them to the side and, let them know something. And then we kind of, one of the things is that my husband was from New York and his mother was from Trinidad, born and raised in Trinidad. So he had kind of a broken English that he would speak, and oh God, it just drove me crazy. so whenever I was, correcting him, it was always something to do with, his grammar or something like that. Nothing big, nothing major. So yeah.
Hey, Lab Love said, hit that comment, the last comment, Candy. Lab Love says, Carmen got that I own a business look jumping off this morning. Slay sister, slay. Hey, Carmen definitely is a business owner, and she definitely embodies that. Candace, have you ever corrected? Huh?
I be trying not to. I try not to. So I may give a look like, and then when we get in the car or we get home, then I might be like, what the hell, what's up? But
hey,
in public,
can you grab
I
that
think
video?
I'd be too scared to do it in public.
Can you grab that video I sent you?
Yeah.
I think what y'all saying is one thing. This lady might be going a little too far.
Let's see what she's talking about.
Well, I had to learn this. I do not correct my husband. I believe that it is my responsibility to have the confidence to give him my perspective. Well, I had to learn this. I do not correct my husband. I believe that it is my responsibility to have the confidence to give him my perspective. Then we can talk about it and he can self-correct. I love him so much. I desire to honor and respect him. And I'm married him, so I would assume that he wants me to feel the same exact way. To take my perspective into high consideration of his actions. But I married a grown man. I'm not going to be disrespectful and talk to him like a child.
Wow.
Yeah, the key word is publicly. She never differentiated publicly. And I agree with what she was saying, and it was a powerful statement, but publicly, is the key to that. I think that outside of publicly, I would have to say that there are instances where you may need to correct your spouse, husband or wife. And
right.
I think that it's all part of growing in a relationship. If you position himself to self-correct and he don't self-correct, then he didn't pick up on it or whatever, then I think that you have a responsibility, you know, to correct him. And I think that there's certain situations where, you know, privately, you know, it's not a bad idea to correct your husband. You know, when she brought up the part about, you know, I would never talk to him like he's a child, all I could think about was that I actually taught my husband how to drive. You know, like I said, he's from New York, and
he don't have to drive,
and he didn't know how to drive, and so I taught him how to drive, and there were times during those driving lessons where, yes, I talked to him like a child because I didn't want to die.
I completely understand.
So, you know, so I think that, you know, when you are in a relationship, there should be, you know, things that, you know, you should teach your spouse, whether you're the man or the woman in the relationship. And I think that with those teachable moments and with those teaching, some correction should happen. When somebody is, imagine a child in school being taught, but you can't correct them. It just really doesn't work. But I think what she was talking about, you know, was, yeah, you got to give, you know, your opportunity, your spouse the opportunity to self-correct. You know, hey, you know, you may not want to do that because so and so such and such, you know, or you could just say, hey, don't do that, you know. So I mean, it's all depends on situation.
You absolutely right, Carmen. I believe, like, the whole Will and Jada thing. I think Jada had the opportunity to deal with that whole thing in one look, or one, hey babe, hold on, sweetie, you know, and that could have changed that whole night for everybody.
Yeah, and I think even after the fact, I think I was more upset about how Jada handled things after the fact than I was while it was going on, because I feel like as a wife, as a spouse, you have a situation where, you know, your husband is defending you, and, you know, you may feel like he went overboard, but I don't think that should have ever been disclosed publicly. I think that if that were me and my husband, I don't care how wrong I said he was at home, you should have did that. In public, I'm gonna be like I said but I stand behind my husband 1,000%. And, you know, it is what it is, you know, whatever the case may be. But I would have never, ever, 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 ever publicly went against what he, especially after the fact where he can't change it. That was just so inappropriate to me.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that too, like, part of being in a relationship, for me, like, people automatically think trust is just like cheating or not cheating or whatever. But I think that trust has a lot to do with being able to correct someone, because if you don't trust that they have your best intentions, you can't correct them. Even if you say something, they're going to be like, whatever, you know, I don't trust what you're saying to be beneficial to me. So you have to establish that this person trusts you before you can even attempt to correct someone, you know.
Wow.
And a lot of times you can't do that in public. You have to work your way up to that in private, and that's where the change happens.
How about this? I don't want a woman that can't correct me. You know what I mean?
Because you know you be on some bullshit sometimes.
You know, I ain't never on bullshit. But what I'm saying is that her input is valuable to me. You know, even if it's wrong, it's valuable, because, like, even with my wife, we've been married, you know, 26 years. It's been times where I couldn't take her advice, but I needed it. You know, because my wife is real cut and dry. You know, I don't like that person. Why are you dealing with that person? And she don't get the nuance of the business sometimes. And so her input is valuable, but I can't always use it, but I still need it. If that makes any sense.
She's coming from a different angle. That you're in it and she's out, so she could see things differently than you.
Yeah, Carmen, what you thought?
Yeah, I just think that, for one, I think that when you're in the entertainment industry, it's good to have someone that understands the ins and out of the industry, and it makes things work a little bit better. But sometimes it's impossible to understand it if you're not in it. And so it's good that you have, you were experienced with dealing with people prior to the entertainment industry, and you have experiences outside the entertainment industry, so you can see her perspective from being outside. Rodney, you're a people person. You have interactions with people on different levels. I think I remember when I first moved to LA, you were here and you were managing property.
Yeah.
And that gives you a whole different outlook on people. You have to have really good people skills to
absolutely.
that type
Very
of
true.
job. So you're able to take experiences that you had outside the entertainment industry and apply it to your life, and also kind of think about, well, this may be how my wife may feel, even though she might not know exactly what's going on. So I'm glad that it kind of all works out.
It's almost time to meet the Reeds. But before we do, top 10 best cities to live in America. If you don't put the word black in, it's another list. You want to take a stab at this list, Carmen?
I still don't think LA is on it.
You are absolutely correct. LA is not on it.
New York.
New York is not on it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
New York is not on it.
You haven't been to New York?
New
Well,
York.
like upstate New York.
Yeah.
I'm peeing on the streets of New York right now. Okay. Number 10, San Francisco.
That's not surprising.
You think so? I mean, I like the Bay Area. I actually like Oakland better than San Francisco, but it's just a great metropolitan city, man. It's a great city. Minneapolis, Minnesota.
Really?
Minnesota. Yep. Now, Candy, we from the Midwest. A lot of people from Chicago end up in Minnesota.
Right. Yeah, they have a lot of corporate businesses out there.
A lot of jobs, and the property is affordable. Not a bad city. Charlotte, North Carolina. One of the most upperly mobile cities in America right now. I wouldn't have picked this one. Ann Arbor, Michigan. Portland, Oregon, the city of roses.
I can see that.
Madison, Wisconsin.
Wow.
Best place to get cheese. I've been to this place. I don't know if you've been there, Carmen. Colorado Springs.
Mm-hmm.
That's just north of
Denver.
Yeah. Raleigh, North Carolina.
That was on both lists, right?
Raleigh, Durham. Huh?
That was on the other list too, right?
The only city that's on both lists. Raleigh, Durham, Austin, Texas, which has been growing exponentially over the last decade. And finally, number 1. None of us is ever going to live there. Boulder, Colorado.
I don't even know where that is.
Now, what TV show was set in Boulder, Colorado? Anybody? Back in the day.
I don't know.
A show about an alien.
Mork and Mindy.
Mork and Mindy. You're right. All right, guys. It's time to get into this polygamy talk. It's time to meet the Reeds. Candy, let's take a break. When we come back, we are going to meet the Reeds. Hey, Reeds, y'all ready? They ready. We'll be right back. My name is Rodney Perry. That's Carmen Barton. That's Candace LaToya. And we'll be right back.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org.
We are back in full effect. My name is Rodney Perry. You're tuning in to Rodney Perry Live. Let's make sure the reads are ready. They off camera right now. Make sure they're ready. If I go introing. There they go. All right. Let's go. She is a fitness expert. He is a world-renowned vocalist. And they live a poly life. Hey, guys, how are you, first of all?
Hey, how are you? What's going on, brother?
You know, y'all kind of look alike.
Man, we've been around each other for so long. I mean, they say that you start looking like.
Hey, okay, let's get into it, man. I mean, I'm a friend and a fan, first of all. I remember when y'all was courting, when y'all first started like being seen in public together. How do you go from that to here?
What you want to answer? You want me to answer? Go from what to what?
How do you go from like courting this girl, wanting her to be your girl, to we married and we're living this poly life?
Well, so we've been together now 14 years. On the real, like 14 years, married 7. It wasn't my idea. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When she first she brought it up about.
Wait, pause. When you got to ask, you did. Wait. See, I knew I should have opened my mouth. I'm trying to work on being like,
submissive.
No. Listen. It was first date questions. On our first date, I brought it up 14 years ago. Was he with it? No, but still, at least put that in there. It was a first date question. I ain't trickled.
So what did you say? What did you say, Lan?
I mean, like, you know how when you get ready,
Hey, Charles, if I'm you and she hit me first date with that, I'm like, this is a setup.
That's what he thought.
I thought it was a straight setup, man. I was like, yeah, that's what's up. I just said it like that. Like, that's what's up.
So wait, man. As you learn about the lifestyle, does it just become more inviting to you? Or like, what was your process into coming over to her side?
I mean, of course, you know what I'm saying? Like any man, when you coming into that situation, that first initial encounter with another person, man, it's like, you know, you really like, damn, yeah, I rock with her, but I don't know what's coming next neither. So
I keep you on your toes.
You know, so she kind of like, you know, when she first brought it up to me and we got involved with somebody for the first time, her little friend was cute as hell, but I thought it was a trick. You know what I'm saying? They was like, yeah, we gonna do such and such. I'm looking like, all right, that's what's up. And I had a show that night. So, but it ended up being a great show and a great show after.
Wow. Hey, man. I mean, it seemed like so much to process. And, you know, of course, it can be, you know, a lot of guys' fantasy. But, I mean, y'all got rules. This ain't something just willy-nilly. It's rules to it. How do you keep from being jealous with that extra person in the mix?
Well, me personally, you already know I'm the only tail that swell in my relationship. So, so with that situation with 2 women, man, you know, I ain't, you know, it's the
you're not competing.
It's the bond between them 2 from the jump. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just like her having a home girl anyway, but they touching a whole nother way. That's all.
Man, I gotta ask you, sis. you allow a woman into your home, your family, and she's
Can I
gorgeous.
say one thing?
Please.
I don't use the word allow because it's something that I desire. And he's an adult and I'm an adult and we're consenting on this. So it's not an allow. Like some people will say it like an allow, but it's not an allow. It's something that we both desire. It's something that I desire. I wholeheartedly love women. I wholeheartedly love men. I have my man and I cannot wait till we
find another queen to join in with us. But this is not solely my choice because we agree on it. But I came into the relationship 14 years ago this way.
Wow. So, without giving you a label, would you consider yourself a bisexual?
Yes, I like both. I am bisexual. I identify as bisexual. Yes.
Okay, understood.
And I'm lesbian.
He's saying he lesbian.
I'm lesbian.
You're lesbian? Me too. That's crazy. All right. But you also have children involved. How do you explain this life to the child?
Yeah. At first, I don't know, babe.
I was waiting to see what you was gonna say.
At first we brought it up with my son. We just introduced her as a friend at first,
and her name is Miss whatever her name is.
Right. We introduced her as a friend, and then it'll work in. They see he'll see more of her being around. We don't never let him see the actual actions.
Act of it.
Of course not.
Basically,
you would let him see y'all just smashing away. You know.
Right.
No, definitely.
Basically, what our son experiences is more love. Like he sees the aspect of daddy loves me, mommy loves me, and miss whoever loves me. They all three have my back. Like he literally all he sees is the love. Wow. And that's all that a child is honestly supposed to see in any relationship, no matter if it's monogamous, poly, whatever you believe in. When it comes to the children are supposed to see examples of love, and you raise them in that direction. The adult stuff should stay to adults.
Completely agree. Wow. I mean, this is so interesting to me. Now, I had a chance to watch your last person that was in the mix. It looked like that was gonna work forever. What happened?
Man, I wish it would have. To a certain extent. What?
No, because I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing, man. I was really praying for that to work. Women bump heads.
Did she want out?
She wanted out. She wanted out.
It
was a mutual thing between them two. You know, they just start bumping heads a lot, and it became a little bit too much in the household. It was draining my energy too. So, and
what I would say, okay, what I also want to add in is it comes down to a level of communicating. When you're in a monogamous relationship, you must communicate with your partner. So when you bring in any additional whatever, the communication actually grows. And if all parties aren't willing to communicate effectively, digest it, and compromise equally together, because in any relationship, different scenarios are going to bring compromise. And if that's not willing to work, then it's like Charles says, very draining, and it just didn't work.
So let me ask you this, Charles.
What's up?
I'm trying to process this stuff. It's just me and you, man to man.
What's up?
So how do I put this? You got two beautiful women.
Right.
When do you get to have time to yourself?
I did actually. I had a lot of time to myself. I make that period because I'm number one to myself first. Let's say it like that in my career, and you know, I got my own goals. Everybody got their goals stepping in. Everybody, you know, it's like she says, the communication with everything. So they know, like, first of all, I'm gonna get up, I'm gonna go get it, period. I don't care who I'm with, if I'm by myself, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna get up and just go get it. So, but with them two in a relationship, that's where them two meet, you know. And then a lot of times, you know what I'm saying, when you go do your job, you come back, when everybody come back together, it's all love. And then you might catch just me in the house with her, or just me and my wife, or them two together. So you know what I'm saying. So it all filters.
Now we had a poly couple on last week. The women never got together in their situation, you know. But y'all in a completely y'all whole thing is completely different. Let's do this. Let me bring my co-host in, because I know they got questions. Carmen, Barton, Baldhead Phillips has joined us. We're talking to the Reeds.
Baldhead.
I've never seen Baldhead so happy.
What's up, Carmen?
Hi, y'all.
We talked to the Reeds, and you said something, Lamb, that I thought was dope. Like, if you're in a relationship where people are cheating, you already in a poly relationship without really knowing it. I think I see you say something to that effect. Candace has joined us as well.
Good morning.
What's up, Candace?
So Carmen, questions for the Reeds.
I actually don't have any questions.
Why not, Carmen?
I just don't have any questions. They both seem to be happy, and I think that when you're in a relationship, that's what it's about. You guys being happy, so they're happy. So
when it's time to pick somebody, is that a conversation y'all have together, and then y'all go out to? Is there a spot? Is there a poly spot?
No. I mean, they got places.
They got apps.
They got apps for poly.
Really?
Wow. They have poly apps.
But they do have get-togethers and stuff for poly couples and stuff like that, where poly couples celebrate different holidays together. Like they make like a poly time, like for Valentine's Day, or like a Christmas thing, have a Christmas party for poly. But it's not like not when you hear it. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like no big old like no porn show up in there. Ain't no bunch of people doing no bunch. It's just It's just people that's in relationships, and they all just kicking it. It's kind of like when you in a club and VIP. It's just except for you got couples that just got more thruples and
more people in their relationship.
Would y'all go beyond? Would y'all go beyond the 3, or would you go 4? Would you go 5? You know what I mean?
As long as there ain't no niggas involved, we good. If I can.
Okay, so you want to know something that's so funny? I remember a time when we were dating somebody, and it was only 3 of us. It was me, Charles, and another young lady. And I remember one time I was like, y'all going out on a date? I see why thruples turn into quads. I need a girlfriend. I need somebody over here with me. And I meant that wholeheartedly, not saying that's what we desired, but that one particular moment made me say, okay, you need another bisexual girl, so ain't nobody ever not fulfilled. As far as like, and I don't mean sexually, I mean like bonding,
human contact,
human contact, all that,
But no extra penises. All right, Baldhead.
Yeah, baby. Hey, let me tell you. First off, congratulations. This is how it should be. I've never been in a poly, but I had a couple of probablys. They probably didn't want to do it. They probably never want to talk to me again about it, asking about it. But I've never had a threesome. So because women always get to talk about, and it's with women that done said they done had it. I like you too much. Don't like me no more. Don't like me no more. I don't like you like that no more.
No, that's a great point. Does it ever get Reed? Does he ever get to a point where you like, yo, so and so like me too much? Like, or do it put y'all in competition on some level?
Because there's levels to it in there.
Let me say this. Look, check this out. Yeah, she the clingy one. I'm really not. I'm really not, man. I mean, we've had our we test drove a few. You feel me? Together.
That's what I like. I like that. I like that.
I mean,
and the thing ones that we wanted to keep, those are the ones I became clingy to.
Yeah.
What's your sign, Miss Reed?
Gemini.
Oh Lord.
Okay, you're a Gemini. Reed, what about yours?
I'm a Libra.
He brings the balance.
So you got the balance. You got the Gemini, the duality. I mean, this is interesting as hell to me.
Man, you ain't lying.
I do have a question.
Uh-oh.
And I mean, this is really different. It's a huge difference. In the poly and it's really I don't really know if it's classified as poly because he's like no men. So this don't seem equal to me. You know what I'm saying?
No. A lot of the poly life people, they do not want no dudes in that shit.
Wait, but can I say something? To answer Miss Carmen, there are a lot of different dynamics when it comes to the poly community. You have female, male, female, which is what we are. Then you have male, female, male. I know a woman in, I believe they're in North Carolina, the Progressive Love Academy. She has 2 husbands. Her husband, her first husband have been together, I think, 20-something years. He's heterosexual, and she has another heterosexual husband. They have no interaction except with raising the family. And then they both have additional wives themselves.
Wait a minute. Wow. You mean it's one couple that she will have sex with one of her husbands and the other one, he's just the daddy in the house?
No. They both see, listen. He got stuck right when I said the first part of the dynamic. He heard nothing past that.
What it is it's a lady, she got 2 guys. She but
both heterosexual guys.
They have girlfriends. Both of the guys got girlfriends.
Right.
And then she got to steal another boyfriend somewhere.
Like it's a lot of basically what we're saying. It's a lot of different dynamics in poly. It could be 3, it could be
7,
4, it could be up to 7. It could be that the women
7.
It could be up to the women having interaction together, or the women can have no sexual interaction together, and it's more like they friends, they sisters with no sexual interaction. They have sister wives. I don't condone sister wives over here. I don't want to touch on my sister, and when she comes, she can't be no sister because I want to touch too. So no sister wives over here.
What I'm seeing is that Leanne really sets the rules.
No,
I'm still the man in this house, man.
No, he's setting the rule, because if she was setting the rule, then she may be able to bring in the door. He set the rule. He said no men, but like you said, I think right. The most impactful.
Maybe I put it the wrong way. She picks the girl.
Right.
Like you don't pick the girl.
Oh, yeah. No. I didn't try it. Listen, I didn't try it, but
man, he like a different type of girl. You know how y'all guys is.
See, that's not fair. That's not fair.
Wait. Okay, let me give an example. Y'all guys, y'all could be y'all could be sitting out somewhere and a girl will walk by and you'll be like, damn, she got a fat ass. And he'll say that to me. I'll be like, but did you see her face and her teeth? Like, look at other stuff too. Not all the time.
Don't do me like that.
Okay,
let me say something.
Different types of women that we like.
Listen,
let me say something.
Hold on, Baldhead. Let Reed get this thought out. Go ahead, Reed.
All right, Reed.
Listen. I love ambitious women. You get what I'm saying? So my thing is like sometimes, it's just deeper than her being the baddest bitch on the block.
She need to be both. I gotta look at her too.
The thing to me is this one. I know you got, of course, I ain't gonna get nothing. I can't look at it, nothing. You know what I'm saying? I can't, you know what I'm saying? I don't feel like that, is complimenting my arm. But at the same time, shit. I like girls of all races and everything. You get what I'm saying? Like she might be a slim girl and be like, she too skinny. I'm like, damn, man, like, but she cute as hell, you know what I'm saying? Or she got a big booty, but you know what I'm saying? Like we can't never tell with the makeup on, you know what I'm saying, who really cute or what these days. So I just be like, yeah, she be like, oh yeah, she look cute, whatever. And I think sometimes too, like when that makeup come off, man, golly, or you know what I'm saying? So to me personally, I like a natural girl. I like natural hair. I'm not crazy about super weaves. I'm not crazy about all that shit. I like natural
like,
shit.
can you take that wig off and sit it over there?
Yeah, that's how I'll be in the house. I'll be like, man, take your damn wig off, man. Chill.
That's most men.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Baldhead.
I'm just trying to figure, like she said that she do the picking. He gonna like what he gonna like. So when you bring in what you bring in, or you picking somebody, he gonna like it. More likely he'll like that too. But his likes matter. His likes
still really talk about it though. We still sit down and we will talk about the pros and cons. Like correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think or I don't recall picking somebody and it was like somebody we was trying to keep. I'll put it that way. That it was all lay in, because at the end of the day, Why you laughing? Because I say try to keep. It's a big difference when you just hey and buy and you want to keep them blend in. It's a big difference.
So you don't like the ones that he tried to keep because you think they didn't. Because I'm just gonna say this. I know some very pleasant, nice body looking, strong face chicks. I know some nice. They nice. It's nice stuff about them. You know they good
face?
people. Strong face. I don't want to say the other word because somebody might get offended. Oh, you're face shaming. You can't, So I say strong face.
All right, let's do this, guys.
So I just have one really quick question. My question is for Miss Reed. My question is, let's say you guys have one person that y'all dealing with, and everybody's happy, and and he goes outside of you and her, and he sleeps with a woman outside of you and the other girl. Would you be upset?
It boils down to communication. Communication is lubrication.
Woo! I like that. Communication.
So yes or no?
So you would. So I'm saying if he went behind your back and he slept with someone outside you and the other girl, without you picking her, without you knowing, without you approving, and you found out, would you be upset?
Is that still cheating?
She would be very upset. Let me tell you.
If she clingy like she is, yeah, she gonna be upset.
Listen, it was an incident that happened.
You right, big head Dave. I'd be like, God damn, that
bald head.
I said bald head.
You got a big head too, though.
Oh my bad.
That's all right. People do that.
I said it like I knew I was right too. My bad.
With confidence. All right, let me ask y'all this, guys. Talk to me about the economics of it. Like, because you're taking somebody in your life, they got to be making a certain amount of money. Or when do you have that conversation?
I mean, you always had it. I mean, that's in the beginning. That's in the beginning of a relationship. Just, you don't really just come out like, hey, look, how much money you make? You get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's not like that. But it's like in the conversation of getting to know that person and knowing what their values are, because at the end of the day, we still got our kid. If they have a kid, which she's like totally against a girl having a kid at this moment. But
oh wow.
Damn. Me, I don't care. I mean, she done been through some shit. Anyway, when it boils down to that relationship side of it, really talking, getting to know her values and whatever she into. That's what we really dig into. And then it's like, how do you support yourself? You get what I'm saying? So, even if we really like you in that point, like how can we help set up a situation where it's better for you? You know what I'm saying? Or being more independent for yourself too, because I don't want nobody coming in relying on me or relying on Leanne. You know what I'm saying? I really want them to come in being able to support themselves, because you shouldn't jump inside a relationship with nobody if you can't support yourself first. So that's the
wow. So it seems like a lot of the rules y'all have is just common sense. It's communication, it's dedication, and I mean, I don't know if it's for me, but to watch y'all navigate this is pretty impressive. Is there another girl coming down the pipe?
Literally.
I hope so.
I need another one to come down this pipe anyway.
I hope so. I want to watch.
Anyway, yeah. Right now it's we've been building more of our bond together since the other girl been gone, because we was really in love with her, man, for real.
I really wholehearted.
And in that process, like me and her went through a lot of stuff too in the process that we had to come back from. So even in the process of that breakup, and I mean, and it was just us building our bond, so we stronger for that person when they do come in with us, and we do court that next person.
Baldhead, you had a question?
I just want to say that most of the time when we hear about the regular dudes that ain't never been in that situation before, we only think about the sex part. Right. However the case may be, it is a lot that comes with that. Because for one man got to deal with two women attitude. I'm married. I'm crazy, but I love her. You know what I'm saying? And it's the craziness that I can deal with. It's the compromise that I can deal with. You have to deal with two different women. Then you got the financial aspect, and like you said, if she has kids, she's been through other things in life, and now she's coming to this, especially if it's her first situation. So I commend you, brother, because you got a man. That's the type. If when we was kids, Rodney, and people our age, there would have been a reason why Daddy would have been like, "Hey, I'm finna go get some milk. I'll be right back."
Never come back.
Because your mama and your other mama.
But then when you think about it, check this. You had back in the day, you had men that was like dealing with two different families anyway.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? They was taking care of those families. They was hiding that situation.
You know who was doing that most? Granddaddy. And you did not find out until the funeral when it was 2 rows of people. 2 rows of people looking like each other. It was 2 juniors. Man. Hey.
Do y'all think maybe this is a phase and 10 years from now it'll be like, remember when we used to blah blah blah? You know what I'm saying?
When I was in high school, I said I was going to have a husband and a wife on both of my arms. The only thing I did not realize that I realize now is it's not him on my arm and her on my arm. It's we on his arm. I envisioned it, and they on my arm though, and that was in high school.
Get out of here. That's interesting.
I never envisioned it. I just wanted to have a couple threesomes. You get what I'm saying? Do my vibe, do my 1-2, get married to somebody. I can still be actually even in the poly lifestyle. Like if it was not me and her, that I could really be.
Okay.
So did the other woman live with you all?
Yeah, we all live together.
Slept in the same bed.
So how old is your son, and how did that impact him with having her out of his lifestyle?
He still asks about her to this day.
How old is he?
He's 8. Like he said it yesterday. I was on IG Live yesterday, and we were having a conversation about different poly dynamics. And my son was like, "Can I say hey?" And I was like, "Princeton, go upstairs. We're talking right now." He was like, "I just want to say hey, and I miss Miss Cassie." And then he ran off and went upstairs.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey guys, I love y'all willing to share this, man. Y'all being transparent. This is so dope to me. Leanne, your business, man. You're a fitness guru yourself. Does she have to be fit?
Yes and no. And the reason I say yes and no, I don't mind small projects when it comes to what's appealing to me.
So you can build. You'll build a bear. You'll build it.
Huh?
It's small projects.
Like I do a small project. Okay, listen.
Your wording is all fucked up. Like,
oh man. Okay.
I tell you this all the time. So go ahead.
Okay, but like I said, he brings the balance. Right. I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to. Now, when it comes to health and fitness within my business and helping somebody reach their goals, that has nothing to do personally. That personal hat is off and my business hat is on. I'm here to help you get your goal. Now, when it comes to what I like personally, I like what I like. That's just like if somebody likes pizza, they may have a favorite company that they choose to order their pizza from. They may only like Papa John's and not like nothing else. It's the same thing. Every person has a preference on what they desire. But when it comes to my business, I'm here to help everybody reach their health and wellness goals.
Wow. Charles Reed, probably one of the coldest singers out there. How does this life affect your business?
It don't.
It don't at all. I think it might make people go, man, go get Charles Reed. He know how to deal with people.
Yeah, enhance it.
Yeah, it enhance. Well, I'm gonna say it don't affect me. It affects. It will. It enhances it most definitely, because when you say affect, it's a different thing. It's how it enhances. But it also, it also gives me more to speak about. Give me another input on love and the respect for. I have a mad respect for women, and you know what I'm saying. So it's like it just gives me that different share that I can share with people too, and hopefully somebody else feels like I do.
I think I would be jealous. I think Rodney Perry would be jealous of my wife and the other girl's relationship.
Hey, it ain't built for everybody.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be. I would be happy. Whoo, you got somebody else to talk to. It's just like when you leave.
Exactly.
You leave. I bought my girl a dog. I bought a dog for when I'm gone. And she loved that dog. I'm glad she loved that dog. Dog get on my nerves sometimes, but if it was another person, I'd just be, hey, I like how y'all kicking it. Do y'all want to go somewhere together? Do y'all want to do some things? Because I got, being a comedian and entertainer, and I know both y'all understand, we got to have a peace. We got to have a certain type of peace. I know from being on the road and taking women with, I could be about to go up on stage. Why she look at you like that? And it's a problem.
Right.
I don't need that.
Right.
I
don't even play on the road at all.
Yeah.
I don't play on the road at all.
Because your ass tired.
Huh?
Because you tired.
No, I don't know. I just, you know what? It's just like this, man. I'm just getting to my bag and getting on. I love to meet everybody, meet the people, man. But at the end of the day, when I go to my room, I go to my room. So
I understand now, Rodney, why he's so laid back. He tired.
He don't have no stress. I love this man.
No reason.
I ain't even got nobody right now. He ain't tired.
He just go home because next week she might come. We might get a new one. Goodness.
Hey, and he got a mental thing because mentally they both searching. They got to find the right one. It's got to be fun. It's a lot. People don't understand a lot mentally. You have to be sometimes more peacefully mentally than physically. And if he, I understand.
All
I understand that.
Dead tired.
He always just so chill. He just so laid back.
Any chance of y'all getting back with Miss Kathy? I'm with your son. Poor baby, like I miss Miss Kathy. Hey, how y'all gonna do the baby like that?
Hey man, listen. I tried to save it. I tried. I really tried.
Listen.
No shit.
What's her number? Let's send her a link. Let's get on here.
Let's not.
Gonna tell us everything. We already visualized the lady. We got a picture of in our head what Miss Kathy looked like and everything.
Miss Cassie is gorgeous.
What happened?
Miss Cassie is gorgeous. I saw her because y'all had a whole show. I was following this bitch you look at.
So was it that she wanted to be with your man by herself, or? Yeah, that's where
it was leading.
Yeah, that's what I
really. So
yeah,
she was into the party life, but she wanted Mr. Reed to herself.
I think we was all getting to know each other. That was the point of us getting to know each other, and even starting out like it was more of us three together more than anything. And I think she just really wanted. I gave them more space, but Lan looked at it more like it was more work than them just playing, because they had their podcast together and a lot of different things. They would work out together, do a lot of different stuff. But then, she was a person that really liked her space also. And I was always gone, either working on the road, doing other stuff, studio, things like that. So when I came home, it was like she was like, "I'm happy to see you." And then, but she would like really, fight for that time too, because Lan wanted that time. And then sometimes it was like us three together, and it was we were playing them dates where it was all three of us together. But I think we just need to date more, me and her, getting to know each other. And Lan wanted to date her more also. So,
and I prefer for us all three to be together.
Yeah, and
right.
But we had a lot of times and we enjoyed each other, you know what I'm saying? The bond and everything.
I think that's the dynamic we don't understand as people that don't live the life, is that it's more than one dynamic. It's you and her, it's her and her, and then it's her and you.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And then it's all
of y'all.
Right.
Yeah. I do want to know. I heard that, and this may not be true. This is just something that I heard, but it may be a rumor, because rumors get started. But I heard that Chris Brown and his relationship with Karrueche, the mother of his daughter, Royalty, I heard that it was like a threesome situation with the three of them, and ultimately the relationship with him and Karrueche could not survive after the girl got pregnant and the child was born. What do you think? What do you think it is that your relationship could not survive?
Oh man, I would say her stepping out with another dude again.
You do not like dudes.
I don't even like dudes. Period. I'm for real. Like,
okay.
I'm really to myself. Like Rodney knows me personally. He know I'm very quiet. I chill.
Right.
It ain't because I'm tired. I've always got stuff going on. Like I'm a business guy, so I like always got stuff going on. And then when it's time for me to speak, I will speak, and I watch the things.
So y'all have made it through some tough things.
Yeah.
So Lynn step out with a guy. It didn't break y'all, but it might next time.
Yeah, it might. It might next time. Yup.
What about you, Miss Reed? What do you think would break you guys? I heard you mention a baby. Is that something that you think that your relationship couldn't survive?
I personally don't desire to have another kid right now.
I won't.
But he wants a little girl. He's been saying that since Princeton was first born, and Princeton is going on 9. So another woman coming in, because I know he want another kid, I would prefer for her not to come in with a kid, so that way she can have his little girl, and then we have a family.
That's dope.
That's one of the reasons why I don't. It's nothing against it, but like the real reason why I don't desire to have a woman come in with kids, because I want it to be from the same father. Like I want it to be connected all together.
That's what your child and her child.
I mean, you gained a lot of weight with your child too, and you battled to get yourself back here. So is that why you don't want to have another child?
Yes and no, because my mom got ill around the same time. Like I worked out my whole pregnancy, so I'm not gonna put it on that the weight gain was that. My mom got ill, had spinal surgery, had to learn how to walk again. She ended up moving from Florida and moving in with us in Georgia. So it was a lot of different things that factor into it. Yeah.
Man.
That's a blessing that we have.
I love my mama, but thank Lord.
And my mama know we
Lord, stop. Go ahead.
But, that it's not even that. It's just that I don't desire to have another one. I was like, if we do it, we need to be having twins or triplets on the first go run, because I only want to carry one time. I don't desire to carry again. But I'm open to another woman coming in who does not have kids but desires to have kids, and him and her could have a child together, and we still all collectively be together.
Wow.
That's what I wholeheartedly would desire. I'm not going to
never
from wanting another little girl. We just need to go find the right queen that want to have your little girl and also have an additional mother.
Wow. I mean, this is so awesome. You guys got to come back. We got to talk about this some more, because I think people walk around and they think they know your life and they just don't.
And they assume the wrong things. I got a couple of, mentors. Rodney's one of my mentors. Rudy Rush, couple of other comedians. I ain't never looked up to no dude except for my father, and you are the new dude I'm looking up to, man. And not about it's the whole situation.
Right. Yeah.
You strong
and the way you maintain your manhood in the situation. I love that. Yes. All right, guys. Meet the Reeds. How do we stay in touch?
Well, y'all can follow me at Charles Reed on all social media. I have a single out right now called Real. That's on like all iHeartRadio stations. Got another single about to drop next week. Myself, Joe Little, Preem DiBiase, and this guy.
We had Joe Little on yesterday.
Yeah, that's my brother, man. We always run each other, and we've been touring a lot together lately too. So, and Rodney, that's how me and you met through Joe.
Yeah, y'all them Ohio players.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we have a single dropping. It's called "This Is My Party." Got a new project dropping on my birthday, 9/26. So I just been really just out here, just grinding, man, putting the work in. I have a play that I'm in September 17th. It's called Sugar the Stage Play, and I go in production. I go in production for these 2 films at the end of the year. So,
way to go, Charles Reed! Get it?
Yeah,
yes,
man.
Yes, sir.
We gotta feed an extra mouth. Leanne, how do we? How do we stay in touch, man? Since I know your boot camps is still in effect, your fitness stuff is still there. How do we stay in touch and be a part of it?
Follow. I'm gonna give 2 pages or a couple pages at Meet the Read. So first, if you want to know more about us there, as far as our unit and growing and stuff like that, follow us at Meet the Reads on YouTube and on Instagram. Then my personal page is Leigh-Ann Amos Reed. And you can find healthy recipes, work out with me. I have a major accountability group. We meditate in the morning. We get our minds right. We set our intentions right for the day. We work out together. We hold each other accountable to overall be better mentally, physically, and spiritually, to operate as our highest self. And you can follow me again, Leigh-Ann Amos Reed, or at Meet the Reads on Instagram. And it's both the same name on YouTube and across the board too.
I love it. Baldhead, you made it, man. Thank you for making it today, bro. How do we stay in touch?
And I apologize for being late. I was in the ER all night last night. My daughter slipped and hurt herself, but she's all good. Oh yeah, she good. She get on my damn nerves. I'm like, I got stuff to do, and you gotta tell these kids that the hospital closes at 6 o'clock. They'll stop doing stupid shit. All right. 6 o'clock.
Carmen, Barton, how do we stay in touch?
I'm using that. Go ahead.
At Carmen Comedy, CarmenComedy is my Instagram, and I am really an open book on Instagram. I have my grief journey. I have my fashion. I'm doing a lot of home decor now. That's kind of what's really helping me get through my grief, my passion for home decor and design. And I also have my tour dates. This weekend I will be in Columbia, South Carolina, and it's a bunch of dates on from there. So that's going to all be on my Instagram. And I have a movie out on Tubi. It's called This Is Life. And
yeah, I seen it.
Download Tubi for free and check the movie out. And it's starring myself and my late husband, Nick Carthan. And I'm also the associate producer of the film as well. And so that's where you can check me out.
Candace LaToya.
Yes, you can find me on Instagram at Candace_LaToya, and pretty much every day on the Rodney Perry Live Show.
Hey, my name is Rodney Perry. You're tuned in to Rodney Perry Live. Follow the YouTube page if you're not already following it. And thank you to the Reeds, man. Thank you to Baldhead. Thank you to Carmen. Mad love, marriage. We're getting out of here until tomorrow. Hey, Reeds, good luck on finding a new lady.
Thank you. Love you, Rodney, man. You my boy, man. All day, man.
Hey,
I appreciate y'all
Let's
having
get out of
me.
here, Candy.
Yep.
Get ready for America's #1 funny man. What? Hey. Make some noise. Ladies and gentlemen, from LA to New York, Chicago to Mississippi, let's give it up for America's #1 funny man, Rodney.